Baby girl, you know I love you, cause you are my shawty. I don't care what they gotta say, cause you will always be my shawty.
Yo, what's up everybody? This is Desmond D and I'm back in here with another video. Okay, so tonight guys, we've seen the season finale, the final season, the final episode of Empire. Now, let me go ahead and give you guys how I personally feel about the show in general. I love the show. I love Terrence Howard. I love Taraji P. Henson. I love me some Soraya. And then so on and so forth. I love every cast member that's on the show. In all of these seasons that I have watched, from the first season back in 2015 all the way to now, this has got to be the most confused, I'm not going to say confused because, I mean, we all know the answer, but this is the most kind of weird way, a very weird way of closing the final episode. Because season 6, it basically started off like we all thought at one point in time that Lucius and Cookie, they both was going to die. They both was going to get, like Terrence was going to, like Lucius was going to get shot while Cookie blows up in the car. Everybody thought of this out and tried to figure out it has to be Damien Cross. It has to be him. Has to be that point. Right? But not knowing that the real person who got shot was Damien Cross's daughter. Now that blew my mind. That shocked me to no end. Okay, I was so surprised on so many levels. Like, I'm thinking like, why does she have to be off the show? Like, I know she didn't really have a really good storyline other than besides being with Lucius, but dang, she was a really good singer. And I would have loved to have her stay a little longer if the season was going to continue. But since it's not, then hey, it is what it is. I honestly think that for all this time, for all these seasons, because mind y'all, this season was a big question mark when it first started. Because mind you, they was doing the whole Jussie Smollett situation, that whole situation was going on. They figured like, you know what, we can either get rid of the show or just try to continue on without Jamal, which they did. And this is kind of crazy to me. This is really crazy. I honestly wish he didn't do that situation, because if he didn't do that situation, trust me when I tell y'all, okay? Trust me when I tell y'all that it would be a whole different ball game with this story. It would be a whole different ball game. But man, it's just, it's crazy because like this show was, the ending, this is what I don't understand about the ending. The ending was really confusing. Lucius and Damien Cross sitting there fighting they was fighting like crazy. And Damien Cross was choking Lucius, right? And it made it seem like Lucius was going to die right then and there. But Lucius, smart as he is, he grabbed the thing, hit the man 2 times, and then the guy just instantly died. Now, with that type of hit, man, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all, man. That type of hit, you should already be getting up from that. Because the way he was hitting him, it didn't make it seem like it really hurt. It didn't make it seem like, oh, you hit him for real. Because that wasn't no real hit. That was just like, boom, bow. And then after that, he turned over on the ground and just passed out. Cookie comes to the place, trying to see if Lucius is okay, trying to see if he's still breathing and everything. And I thought he was dead. And then after that, he finally came back to life. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy how Lucius and Cookie, they can be arguing all the time. They argue all the time. They laugh. They do this and they do that. But at the end of the day, they were a strong team. And of course, they had Andre and Hakeem and Tiana and everybody else backing them up. Now, let me say this about Andre. Andre deserves an Oscar. Period. I don't care what anybody says. Andre deserves an Oscar. For all these seasons that he's been on, the first, the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth, and even the sixth. I honestly think Andre should win an Oscar for this season because he lost his mind. Because mind y'all, he had Kingsley's heart. So when Kingsley's heart is inside of him, Kingsley shows up. And Kingsley trying to ruin everything. Trying to ruin his marriage, ruin his wife. Trying to ruin everything. But Andre tried to fight it, and it was hard to fight an alter ego of Kingsley off of him and everything. So it was very, very difficult. But hey, it is what it is, man. But I'm glad that Andre for the first 2 seasons was like actually okay, like mentally was okay, and we didn't have to deal with Kingsley no more. Thank God for that. Now let me talk about Hakeem. This man, I love Hakeem and everything, but I would have loved if at the end of this episode he really tells Tiana how he really feels. Just tell him how he feels. Yeah, of course, yeah, that girl and him be cool and everything. But at the end of the day, man, Hakeem and Tiana, they're like a couple. They're like a couple, and they actually stick together. Yeah, they argue. It's like Cookie and Lucius. They argue, they do this, and they do that. But at the end of the day, they get back and they be strong. And plus, they make some dope music too. I'm not gonna sit here in front. They make some really good music. And I honestly I just wish they would got back together, man. I really did. I was hoping and praying that they be together because they deserve to be with each other. But now, I mean, it's a whole different story. Now Hakeem is married to this girl. He's trying to stay committed to her and everything. And it's just, it's really sad. It's really sad. But all I gotta say is, I'm just rambling on about these characters, but these scenes, this episode was definitely the craziest one because they had a really confused ending. Everybody was trying to figure out what's happening and all this other stuff. At the end of the day, man, Empire was Empire. It was a really cool episode. It was a really good episode. It was messed up how the Damien Cross's daughter got killed by her own dad. Like really on some Marvin Gaye type stuff, man. This is crazy. It's really crazy. Like it's ridiculous. But at the end of the day, hey, I watched this season for a long time. Do I wish they would have had another season? Maybe. But I know they don't really want that. So, and Terrence Howard, he even said right after this season he's retiring. He's not doing movies anymore. He's not acting anymore. Well, I think that's messed up. Yes. It is what it is, man. It is what it is. It's been a crazy ride for Empire, and I'm proud of them for sticking out this long and being strong and being a really awesome show with awesome seasons and everything. So I really enjoyed this season. I really enjoyed this episode. And thankfully nobody besides Damien Cross's daughter, nobody else like, Lucius and Cookie, thankfully nobody died. I'm glad about that. All that stuff they were sticking up in the previous episode was just thoughts. I'm just glad that it's finally over. So that's how I feel, man. That's really how I feel. Thank you guys so much for watching, man. Please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, tap that notification bell. Do not miss any single videos that's coming up in the very near future. Also, like, comment first. Comment how you guys feel. How do you guys feel about the season? How you guys feel about the whole episode? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, man. Also share this video to everybody you know, man. Share this to everybody you know. And thank you guys so much for watching. This is Desmond D saying peace.